What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Caspa today, KAS. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, okay? Caspa having a 27% week. Look at you go, bro. I will say I'm a bit intimidated because the last time that you saw a week that pumped 20% or more, that was this week, and after that weekly close, you did drop 19% that following week. Of course, you did continue to grow, but the last time you saw a week like this, it wasn't the best, right? In fact, here the time before that you saw a week that was over 20%, you also did drop that following week about 20% as well. Here, however, you moved up above 20% and you continue to grow shortly after you moved back down. So all I'm trying to say by this is I'm skeptical of any significant move that happens. You know, it needs to do something more than just move up a lot for a moment, move up a little bit afterwards, and then roll over. You know, it needs to get continuation. So if this week's 27%, 19 hours left, we close here or higher, and then next week is the same growth or similar or more, you might have something going for you. You really might have something going for you. But if next week does stuff like this, if we see it slow down significantly, you might not, right? Stuff like this, right? That was a pretty big week, 23%. Then the following week got bigger. The following week got bigger. That's what you want to see. And when did this happen? This happened when you were breaking out and expanding higher, right? Not saying that you have to be breaking out or expanding higher to see those kinds of moves, but if you're at a low point here, you're at a focal point turning around. If you want this to be the real deal, you need to start acting like it, right? You need to start acting like it. So here, a week, 27% up. It's nice. It's definitely encouraging, but we need to see more. And I'd like to see more if we were to consider targets that are at new all-time highs. I want to just say first and foremost, I do not believe Caspa will see new all-time highs. I do believe that 20.7 cents is the all-time high for Caspa this cycle. I think that at best from here at about 10.9 cents, you know, over the course of the next month or so while the rest of crypto pumps, at best I could see you going to about 18 cents, 18.3 cents. At worst, you could see lower lows, although I don't think you see lower lows while the rest of crypto is pumping. You could. Caspa can move up while crypto is dumping. Caspa can move down while crypto is pumping. But crypto kind of all move down together here, to be completely fair. Yeah, it even pumped with crypto. It can move up and down in unison, but often, or not oftentimes, there are moments where Caspa can move opposite of the markets. So just because the rest of the markets are likely going to move up throughout the month of March does not mean Caspa has to. But if I had to guess where it's going to be by the end of March, I would think it is higher, not lower. So I'm thinking anything between 14 cents to 18.4 cents by the end of March. That's my expectation for Caspa. Likely it will be just another lower high. You'll probably stop right at that 786 there at about 16.5 cents. Maybe you reach 15 cents or something like that. At least 14 cents, but you'll probably reach up here, find resistance, and then continue to work your way down. Lower targets will probably come in April or May. I do think CAS has lower to go. I absolutely do. And at that rate, I think, let's see, if we do this, it's like a 1, 2, 3. Yes, you have a 4 move up and then a 5 move down. Right? This is actually an improper wave count. Maybe it's not a 1, 2, 3. Maybe this would be like 1, 2, 3. No, because then you couldn't interact with that. No. At any rate, whatever. I definitely do believe that you're going to go down. Where this next low will be is likely where your low for the rest of the bull cycle is, right? I think your bull cycle high is already in. I'm not saying this is your bear cycle low. I'm saying this is your bull cycle low. I think that you will go lower in not in March. I think you'll move up in March and then come down lower in April, May. You'll be at this low, slightly lower than these lows, right? Slightly lower than this range here, maybe just above this here at about 5 to 5.5 cents, somewhere in there. And then through the rest of the cycle, I think you'll spend the rest of the cycle coming back to your all-time highs, creating this grand like double top of an M. That's my expectations, right? I think what's going to happen here, right, where this part of the top, it's this nice long curved U. I think that the next top, whenever it comes in, it's going to be a sharp V down. I think you're going to get the reverse. It's not going to be an Adam and Eve. It's going to be an Eve and Adam, but to the downside. That's kind of my interpretation at the moment. I've been saying that since back here. We'll see how it goes. Time will tell, but that's my expectation. All that to say, Caspa, you're up 11% right now, bouncing off of your oversold zone, getting some higher lows even right here while having lower lows. That is bullish divergence. Ooh, I'm about to sneeze. Hold on. I want to sneeze. Please let me sneeze. Why? Why? It's the camera, man. It's the camera. It's these lights. I can't sneeze with all this. I understand there's bullish divergence, and I hope that there are people watching this video who are losing their minds saying, "But what about the bullish divergence? What about the bullish divergence?" Let me tell you. Let me tell you what about the bullish divergence. Your divergence started back here. You've already made the move up to where the divergence started. Technically, by the ways of the rules of the divergence, you do not have to go any higher. You can continue to go lower now. Technically, by the rules of the divergence, this move has been completed, right? 27%, that's not enough for you. It's not even 20%, 7% from below to where you are now. That's a 51% move. Your bullish divergence, trust me, it's fulfilled its purpose. And the fact that I'm even calling for higher prices, I didn't need the bullish divergence to tell me that, right? In fact, the bullish divergence would suggest that you're actually more near a high than you are about to lift off. Does that make sense? It would have made sense that you're about to lift off down here, but now that you're up here, it actually makes more sense to probably chill than it would to continue. If you look at the weekly RSI on that note, if you want to look at the bullish divergence, let's look at the whole thing. You've got lower highs and lower lows. You haven't been in the oversold zone yet, and while that's bullish, seeing readings below the 40 and then rejecting the 60 here, that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. Living below the 50 while just taking a breath of air above the 50, that's not a good thing. Look at how often you were doing this over here, how good this was. You're getting overbought. You were living above the 50. When you took a breath of air, it was below the 50. Look at all the phenomenal price action that happened back there. You're doing things exactly opposite now. So I think, sure, March, you might move up above the 50. You'll get another lower high in here. It won't be anything crazy in the RSI. It won't be anything crazy in the price. And then you will continue your trend inevitably down to the oversold zone. A move like this kind of dominant trend that's lasted this long, you don't see it end until it goes to the oversold zone. If it doesn't get oversold, I'll tell you what, guys, if Caspa on a weekly RSI basis can get overbought before it gets oversold, I will start every video for one day. I'll make 15 videos in one day, and I'll start every single video like this. Be like, "What's up? I'm C-Zar." Saw, dude. C-Zar Gets Crypto, bro. And we're here to talk. I will do this. I will literally ridicule myself. If Caspa can disprove me, if it can prove me wrong, I think this would do it. If you can get overbought from here, that would be exceptional. That would be absolutely exceptional, because you look so much right now like you want to go to the oversold zone. It looks like it's absolutely inevitable, okay? It's like it's going to happen. That if it didn't happen and you got to the overbought zone right now, absolutely you would be at new all-time highs. Absolutely my theories have all been wrong. And at that point we could start celebrating, or you guys can start celebrating. I'll go cry in a corner somewhere, that you're going to see targets around 27.6 to 40 cents and even beyond that. But if it doesn't happen, if you don't get oversold, or if you don't go to the overbought zone, I'm not going to wear my hair like this. I'm not going to do that. I should probably actually fix that right now. Actually, that was annoying. It was too much on my forehead, too much on my face there. To invalidate me in a price perspective, not just in an RSI perspective, I would like to see you close any week, or any day for that matter, above what number is that there? Why can't I see you? 18.436 cents. If you can get above 18.436 cents, I will concede that I was wrong. But until then, you're going to move up. It's going to be a lower high. You're going to move back down. At best, you'll get a higher low, but likely you'll get a lower low. And then that will be your low of the bull cycle, where you come up to form your double high, and then you end your cycle, and then you progress lower to find your bear cycle low. Bull cycle low is coming. Bull cycle double top is coming. And then bear cycle low. It's like Dora, right? We're pulling out the map right now, right? You're singing the map song. I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, right? And then he tells you this, he tells you, bull cycle low, double top, bear cycle low. Say it with me. Bull cycle low, bull cycle double top, bear cycle low. That's how it's going to happen, right? With the exception, of course, or with the implication that you do move up in March, lower high. That's all I got to say. I think the message is clear. Nothing else to say here. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I just remembered Thomas Keefe. This one's for you. This one's for you. He requested this one. Shout out to Thomas on that note. Love you, Thomas. Thank you. And I like everybody in Caspa, right? I want this message to be clear, that none of this is me trying to talk or start shit with the Caspa people. I think a lot of you understand that. Thomas understands that. What I don't want to see is I don't want to see bag holders. I want to see you guys make money. And I would love it so much if I was wrong. I would love it if it goes to new all-time highs and I have to make a big old apology video to every person that sold Caspa or owns Caspa at all. You know, I would love that. But odds are it's not going to happen. Odds are it's not. I tried telling you guys this back here before this month pumped even. Back whenever there were some hyenas, shout out to Bobby C, people were laughing at me, but people were talking about the power law, and I was saying it looks like it's starting to roll over. And now it's started to roll over more. This kind of look is not good, you guys. This right here is equivalent to standing on the edge of a cliff. It genuinely is. Go back and look, do your own analysis if you want. I'm going to need to compile a compilation of charts that look like this just to show you what happens, okay? You're due on a month-to-month basis. You're due for a very sharp correction, of which the minimum target would be something below 4 cents. It's going to happen. Why is it going to happen? I wonder. From a low to a high, you moved up 1,223x. You did a 1,000, you did a 1,200x. I wonder why you're going to have a big correction, right? And you accumulated / consolidated up here. You distributed a lot up here. The people that got in, the big money that got in, they had so much time to distribute up here. They got out like bandits. It's going to fall. It's going to fall because any person that bought in this range, they bought thinking the price would go higher. The people that sold in this range thought that this was going to go lower, right? So there's people that are prepared for the drop versus if and when it drops, there's people that are completely going to be caught off guard. And that kind of scenario casts a very, very dark picture where you're going to see some pretty extreme scenarios to the downside. It's the same thing to the upside, right? Nobody was expecting KAS to do this. Maybe the KAS people were, but everybody in crypto, you know, it's kind of like watching the Kansas City Chiefs win. You know, eventually you're just tired of watching this thing win without you. You know what I mean? You become a hater of the thing just because it's the only thing moving up while your coin's moving down, right? It's the opposite now. People were not expecting it to pump this much. That's why it pumped. People are not expecting it to dump this much. It's inevitable. And again, I encourage you, go through and find any chart that looks like this and tell me if I'm not correct. Tell me if it doesn't just shit the bed, literally. I got nothing else for you guys. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I hope you guys make a lot of money one way or another, right? Whether you're investing in Caspa or you're invested in other things. Hopefully Caspa is not your whole bag. Hopefully you are diversified. If not, you should diversify. It's always good to diversify. I don't know, man. I'm still talking. I'm going to end the video. Bye.